Hello there, this is time for SME On Point. My name is Diabosito. In a country where economic challenges continue to persist, the practice of tendering for goods and services is emerging as a powerful tool for encouraging entrepreneurship development. Some entrepreneurs converged in Johannesburg earlier this week for the second annual Tender Success Summit to learn about how to tender and be successful at it. As SME On Point, we attended too. Gaining access to crucial markets and resources through tendering has become a gateway into the world of business for many entrepreneurs and small business owners. In South Africa, the tendering process allows businesses to bid on contracts offered by public institutions and private entities. This presents an opportunity for budding entrepreneurs to establish their presence in competitive markets. Lerato Sebata, the founder and CEO of the ROI Group, invited aspiring entrepreneurs to interact with experts who can guide them in this journey.
Well, I've been working in procurement for some time, for a very long time, and I realized that a lot of SMMEs are struggling to actually complete tender documents and they lack understanding and knowledge. So from my assessment and some of them coming back to me and saying, Lerato, how do I do it? I then decided to actually start doing YouTube videos and educating them. And the more I did it, I realized actually more and more SMMEs need this type of education.
The summit covered the fundamentals of succeeding in tendering, compliance, tax and contracts. Sebata says the common mistake she has observed in the space is that most people make a mistake of misunderstanding the requirements.
Also not packaging the tender submission according to the procurement specification and also the expectation. Other problem is that they are not compliant with the SAR submissions, they're not compliant with the BE, they're just doing things without checking the nitty-gritties that then don't lend them even to be shortlisted for that matter.
The attendees were also sensitized to the importance of business coaching and how it can help to build businesses that outgrow the founder.
At Grow Impact, how we're contributing to change the complexion of the tenderpreneur space is that we're helping people build real businesses that are going to endure, hopefully, beyond the founder. And become a generational business. And in that way, what we're doing is, creating a business that lasts a very long time, but also starts employing generations. We've got a long way to go before we alleviate generational poverty in this country, and we need to build generational businesses in order to do that.
Preparing financial records and being non-compliant in tax matters was also raised as one of the other challenges that experts say impact on the success of tendering for some businesses.
You need to make sure that from incorporation that you have filed all the returns that you needed to file, as well as if there are payments that are due to SARS, make them on time so that you avoid unnecessary penalties that can get imposed by SARS.
Entrepreneurs have reported increased confidence as they now can tap into government contracts that were once dominated by larger firms.
It was a quite amazing summit, and it was very much informative and insightful for us as small business owners. And as we were being taught on how to scale up our businesses, we have learned from other entrepreneurs. We have learned from other entrepreneurs who have made it in the business industry. And trust me, running a business is not an easy thing. And me being here has actually taught me that I still need to do more. I still need to sit and do self-introspection as to, am I doing it the right way?
When we're running businesses, we run them in silos, and we never have a full view of everything, and you think you're doing things as best as you think they are being done, but you come here and then all of a sudden your eyes start to open up, you start to realize the gaps that are out there that we need to work on.
Critics have, however, warned of the potential pitfalls associated with the tendering process. They say issues such as corruption, irregularities, and a lack of transparency can undermine the intended benefits of these initiatives. Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg. It was such an insightful summit that we went and attended there with the ROI Group. If you are also having a summit, please invite us. We'd love to come and sit in and also drink in and learn as much as we did in this past week at the Tender Summit. So we all know that small businesses are the biggest assets in building the economy. They do so by providing opportunities and creating growth in their local areas. But for small businesses to grow even more, they also need to come together and share ideas and gain open market access, which also helps them to get recognized by bigger developments that can support their businesses. Today on SME, we are putting the spotlight out in the Northern Cape, where the Ponelo Pele Business Expo took place. In fact, it finished yesterday, and it aimed to empower local SMMEs in that province and also drive economic growth. The event took place at the John Taulo Gaetsewe district in the Northern Cape, and joining us to talk more about it, we are joined by Boitumelo Seboko, and she's the manager of corporate social responsibility at Asmang Kumani Mine, to tell us more about the expo, which featured about 30 SMMEs funded by the mine. Boitumelo, welcome to SME on Point. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us more about this expo and what was achieved yesterday and the support, particularly that is extended by the mine?
Good afternoon and good afternoon to the viewers. My name is Boitumelo Seboko. I'm the manager of corporate social responsibility for Asmang Kumani Mine. Indeed, yesterday and the day before, it's been a 2-day Ponelo Pele Business Expo that has been hosted in the John Taulo Gaetsewe district municipality in Zuluman, small town called Zuluman. And we had a wonderful 2 days with our SMEs, with the goal being that Ponelo Pele wants to empower local SMEs by giving them a platform to showcase their product, services, and connect with potential buyers and access development resources. So as a mining industry, we are often sharing the state of development.
Yeah.
So we thought it important to invite other partners that are also doing similar work. So it was quite interesting to see that we share the necessary and we could also connect some of the territories to new partners as well.
The Northern Cape economy, how do you see it as a catalyst to help these 30 SMMEs to be able to expand their markets? Is the economy there enabling, and are you partnering with other miners in the industry to help, develop small businesses in the Northern Cape?
Yes, definitely. I think the economy of the Northern Cape is mainly focused at mining and agriculture, but there are several opportunities in terms of expanding and broadening the economic income of the area, and that is the renewable energy. As we know, we've got the best sun in the world, so we would like to expand the income a little bit more. And yes, of course, we collaborate with most of our members. Council members, that's one part of the members' council, and we continue to look at also including government, like the national development of small businesses, our local municipalities, as well as sector, was also present in the past 2 days.
Yeah. Earlier this week, Boitumelo, we saw SABC release the unemployment numbers that showed that the unemployment rate in the first quarter has went up by 1 percentage point, and we know the kind of role that SMMEs can play. But also, we also know that with smaller provinces, with different provinces, the unemployment tends to be quite entrenched there. Besides those that were at the expo, how can SMEs partner up with your mine to be able to open up opportunities for people to get jobs and to be self-employed at the same time?
Yes, we spoke a bit about the issue of unemployment and our expectation as funders today. We do expect to some degree that as they run their businesses, they should hire locally as well. But they're not oblivious to the challenges that they face as smaller businesses. They also have their own cycles, and business anything is nature cyclical. So yeah, we often encourage those that are benefiting from us to hire locally. I think one of the biggest gaps that we are also trying to address is the issue of skills. One of the beneficiaries shared with us that we struggle to retain employees because of the skills coaching among different industries. So they have their challenges, but I think that yesterday we set the tone to say, let's address the issue of poverty. hunger and unemployment as a collective, because it will not be one industry like mining or even the SMEs themselves to address that. It's going to be a collaborative effort.
Right. Boitumelo Suboko is the manager for corporate social responsibility at Asmang Kumani Mine out in the Northern Cape, and she was talking to us about the expo, the Bonelo Business Expo that they held yesterday. Were you there? If you were there, please hit us up on our Facebook page. Our handle is at SME on Point. Please tag us on the photos. We'd love to see if you were participating, in what capacity you were participating. We'd really love to hear your story as well. To the businesses out in the Northern Cape, please do follow us as well on at SME on Point. That's all I had for you for this week. Until next week, please remember to support small businesses in your communities, even in the Northern Cape, and let's make those rands and cents circulate. Goodbye.